Hi folks, welcome back to the channel. Today I thought we would go over the Colt Classic that I showed several months back. In the last few months I've done several changes to it, and I've learned several things about working on 1911s that I wanted to discuss. So I thought I'd show you what I've done and some of the things that I've picked up for this gun and kind of give you an idea of the direction I've got going for it. So let's jump off into that. All right, so the Colt Series 70 Classic, or what is now transforming into the Classic Combat Auto. So I picked this up a while back. It was just a basic Colt Series 70 Classic, and it's got some fingerprints and stuff on the blue in there. Let me wipe that off so you can see it. I really like the roll marks on this, and I thought, boy, that thing will be a fine gun as a base for what I want to do. So the first change that I made is I put this Novak grip safety on it, and this Nighthawk 20 line per inch steel straight mainspring housing, because these do come with a polymer mainspring housing. And that sort of stemmed me off in wanting to build a Classic Combat Auto, as it was known back in the day. So that was the first two things I changed. Then I bought this Harrison retro bobbed hammer and the ignition set that goes inside the gun. I recently took a trip to North Carolina to do a shooting class, and what has become my mentor, Jim Marcel, he went over how to do an action job and fit parts on 1911 with me, and I spent a couple of days learning from him, and this is what I've done. So on the inside, like I said, it has a Harrison bobbed retro hammer. These actually have a full half cock, which is interesting, instead of that little partial one that the other ones have. I did an action job on it, and this thing has got, using the scale style weight style, it's got about a 4-pound trigger that just breaks like glass. We fit that, did an action job on it. This has a Harrison design medium length trigger. I opted to keep the factory grip safety. We replaced the mainspring in it with a Wolf. The Colt mainspring, and I don't have it out here for me to show you, but when you look at it from the back, it's got these light and weight cutouts between the fingers of the spring, where the Wolf does not. It's a full regular spring. So that's what I went with on that. What else have I done? I dehorned the entire gun. I hand cut this flare on the ejection port, and I feel like I got that spot on to be the first one that I've ever done. It gives it that classic combat auto look. It has a Wilson 18.5-pound recoil spring in it. And I was originally going to checker the front strap myself, but after filling of the Pachmayr combat grips, I'm gonna leave it with the Pachmayrs on this particular one. It's just a classic look. The magazines that I have been running are these Wilson 47Ds, but I do have the factory Colt one here that I done some modification to and made some changes to. I put this vintage Pachmayr bump pad on it and changed the follower to a metal form, which gives a very reliable 7-round capacity magazine. These hold 8. This one still holds 7. It's a factory 8-round magazine, but this makes it a 7 with this follower, and this magazine has been just as dependable as these, what I've shot of it. Going forward with this, y'all kind of get the idea where I'm going with it. I have a K-frame revolver sight. I'm going to mill this slide myself, and I'm going to put a K-frame K-frame revolver sight on this gun to give it that classic sort of Swenson look. I may do some stippling to the top in the Swenson style. I may checker the back of the slide, but I haven't decided on that fully yet. But it's all the K-frame sight's coming. The rest of the details I'm still working out. Oh, I did put a new, open this thing up. I did put a new Nighthawk heavy duty extended length ejector, because this thing, when I was shooting it, the casings were coming back out and pretty well hit me in the bill of the hat. So I put the Nighthawk extended heavy duty ejector in there. I fit it to the back of the slide, and I put a Wilson bulletproof extractor, got it fitted and tuned, and this thing runs like a top. I'm not gonna be able to do it today, but I will get a video of me shooting it out pretty soon. So I've grown to really love this gun. It's one I've been carrying a lot, and that some of the things I've got into here lately is gun leather again, and this time for 1911. So this is my two main holsters I've been using. Outside the waistband, I've been using this old Galco Avenger that I scored off eBay quite a bit. This thing has been fantastic, and I got this, funny enough, Milt Sparks, they generally have a backlog on these. And I was, Brownells was having a sale about a month or so back on all their handgun parts, where I picked up some stuff for this and some magazines. And they had this Milt Sparks Summer Special 2 in stock over there. So I picked it up, and I really wasn't sure how I was gonna like the cant on the inside of the waistband. But I will say this, carrying it at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, where it's designed to be carried, this is the most comfortable inside the waistband holster I have ever carried. And it fits this thing like a glove. I mean, how much more classic can you get than that look right there, other than an Avenger style Galco like this? I mean, that's just timeless. In the long run, for gun leather, I want to save some money and get a Milt Sparks 1AT, and I'd love to get it carved instead of being a plain or a fancy stitch. I'd love to have a floral or oak leaf carved, but time will tell on that. The ammo that I've been shooting in this thing that I've had a lot of good luck with, that's really reliable, is this Federal, get this for focus here, 230 grain HydroShock. This stuff runs well, and it's just what I've been using as carry ammo. So now that I've got y'all kind of up to date on where this is going, maybe y'all can look on this with me and see sort of where my inspirations and ideas are going with this. So there y'all have it, what my Colt Series 70 has developed into. It's kind of getting into that classic combat auto configuration. I want to thank Jim on here for all that he's taught me, and my time I got to spend up there I really enjoyed. That's where I went. If you watch some of my prior Smith & Wesson videos on shooting 38, that's where I went to take a revolver class. He was an instructor, and he was gracious enough to teach me some about working on these things in my novice journey in gunsmithing, and I very much appreciate that. It's information that I'll retain for a lifetime. As y'all know, it's part of my slogan here, I enjoy learning, and it's always good to learn something new. Going forward, I've got some things for the channel that I'm going to test. I got a 45 Colt ammo testing video coming up. I've got some stuff covering that revolver class I took, and I'll have, you know, more about this as I do make changes to it and it takes its final form. So if this is your first time visiting my channel, I'd ask that you like and subscribe. Check out my other videos. Check me out over on Instagram under the same handle, J_C_Hunt. I'm all the time having conversation over there and posting sort of the behind the scenes on what I'm doing and what I'm learning and when I'm working on this stuff. So y'all check me out over there if you're on Instagram. And I appreciate y'all. I just recently passed 1,300 followers, and it's very humbling to me the amount of people that have interest in what I'm doing. So as always, y'all keep learning and happy shooting, and we'll catch you around next time. Thank you for watching.